Okay, let's go back to a lot of local callers this week. Let's go back to another caller from the 617 area code. Caller from 617, we would love to hear your name and where you're calling from, and also what your question is today.
Hello, David. It's me, Terry, again. I'm calling from Newton.
Great.
I just want to say I saw your interview with Dave Rubin yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you fine, Terry.
Okay, so I saw your interview with Dave Rubin yesterday, and I remember towards, I think it was the end, he was talking about Ayaan Hirsi Ali and how she's a lot better than Linda Sarsour. And while I agree that Linda Sarsour is somewhat problematic, I don't really understand why Dave Rubin and the other people on the right admire her, Ayaan, so much, because Ayaan literally lied to start her political career in the Netherlands and all that too. She said she was running away as a refugee from Somalia when it was established that she had actually left Somalia years before the Somali civil war began. Well, it's true that she was a victim of FGM and all that too. I don't really understand why they give people like Ayaan so much leeway over the fact that she has lied to get to where she is at now, and the fact that she's really said some pretty messed up things about how the West should deal with Muslims and all that too. I'm not saying that.
Okay, all right, but hold on, Terry. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down a little bit because you're throwing a lot of stuff out there. Let's see if we can break this down into its component parts.
Okay.
So, first of all, on the refugee thing, and I don't know that much about her. I've only seen a couple of interviews with her, and I couldn't possibly tell you why any other person likes or dislikes her, right? I couldn't do that, but just on a couple things. So you said that she left Somalia before there was a bigger exodus of refugees, but you did say that she was a victim of FGM, and presumably it wasn't a lie that she did have refugee status, right?
I'm not sure, but I do know that compared to what she had said in her earlier statements, it basically was later established that she wasn't honest about why she moved to the Netherlands, and it wasn't because of the reason she had stated earlier.
Okay, I couldn't, unless you have more information about that, I don't know that for sure. My understanding is she did have refugee status, and thus I think it would be accurate to say that she was a refugee, although maybe it was implied that it was based on a later conflict. I don't know, okay? As far as the messed up stuff that she has said about how to deal with Muslims, is there anything in particular that was alarming to you?
Well, for me, I don't really like the fact that she's really advocated more toward a neoconservative side and the neoconservative actions to take on Al-Qaeda, and especially that really the kinds of the messed up U.S. foreign policy that we pursue to bring peace to the Middle East. I don't think that's a great idea.
Okay, but so you have a political disagreement with her because she strikes you as neoconservative, but are there any, you said she said really messed up things about how to deal with immigrants. Do you have any examples of that?
Not off the top of my head, but I just really, I don't know. I just feel like she's not. I know that I do think the left should respect ex-Muslims more, and I do think that the way that some people on the left try to make ex-Muslims as traitors is silly. But I don't think Ayaan Hirsi Ali is the best example. I think there's others like Enya, aka Nice Mangoes, which I think are better examples to hold up to, but I don't know. I feel like Ayaan Hirsi Ali is just not the honest person. Especially when you compare her to Linda Sarsour.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, you're entitled to your opinion. I think it's important to distinguish between, first you said she said some really messed up things, and I'm not saying she didn't, but it doesn't sound like, at least off the top of your head, you know of any. But what it sounds like you're saying is you think that there are better examples politically of ex-Muslims to follow.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Hey, Terry, Shaking Crab in Newton. I checked it out the other day. Have you ever been there? Excellent seafood spot.
Do you know exactly where Newton it is?
No, not offhand. It's right in there, though. That I know.
Okay.
All right, Terry.
Yeah.
Great to talk to you. Definitely get the crab legs if you go, and hope to hear from you again.